back to Sepia Tears. It's Saturday, it's morning, let's go with it. My alarm didn't go off, or at least I assume it didn't, because my dream wasn't cut short. And it was Saturday, no school. Why your alarm clock should be ticking. Everyone knows the type. One of those dreams that's great while it lasts and hurts 10 minutes you wake up. It was one of those dreams. The sky was perfectly, completely blue. Early autumn, the leaves turning orange, a walk home in my first year of high school. It was also the first day I met Lillian. Ah, look at so beautiful this. Hi, don't you like the sky? That's a strange question. I'm hardly kidding. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to see what answer you choose. Why is that? You can tell a lot about a person by how they answer an unanswerable question. Her voice is fresh in my mind. She was smart even back then, shy, but years ahead of me. My dad wanted to be a pilot when he was younger. That's what he told me anyway. I see. It's for an art project, the sky, I mean. I hate painting. I'm terrible at it. The sky ought to be the easiest thing to paint, right? She started at the clouds, puzzled. I stared at her, puzzled. You and Lucas seem nice. You're good students, right? I can research, but I don't want to do the presentation. It wasn't the clouds, really. She stared at something invisible in the distance. I'm glad you came and talked to me. Maybe we could be friends. You're pretty when you smile, I thought. You're interesting. You too. I couldn't see what she was looking at. It began and ended in her own head. That's a tough barrier for a stranger to crush. You said you're from a small family, right? Yeah. Only child. And my parents work a lot. Does it get lonely? Kinda. Do you ever invite friends over? Not really, too busy. Besides, there's lots to do by yourself. I wanted to ask her everything and I wanted to tell her everything. Who knows? Maybe I fell for her under that pale afternoon sky, and it wasn't until a year later that I realized it. Look, a plane. That must be feel good, the people piloting that. You can't go anywhere up there, no boundaries. If I could have deciphered that comment back then, maybe. But no, she's always been far, far ahead of me. Let's be friends. Sure thing, why not? The morning passed by in a blur. It's about time to get going. Do you have any plans for the evening? It's the last day of school after all. It's a Saturday. And you go Saturday on a school job, these people. Well, we're seeing each other again in a couple of weeks. It's not really a cause to celebrate. That was a lie, of course. Either way, I might be at the arcade with Lucas, so don't expect me till late, okay? And she's gone. Repeatedly, instantly. We opened the front door and walked to school for the last time before the new year. Really, on a Saturday? It looks like Lillian is sick again. This is terrible. This is worse than terrible. I might be off by a long shot, but I know that what class she would normally be in right now. She was away this morning, but maybe she was just late. Why you don't visit her, Mark? If you know where she lives, and you know where she lives, because we do homework together, and you see the little fluffy toys she had in her collection on her desk, so go visit her, you stupid one. Go there, see there, and say, hey, I worry about you, I missed you, where are you, what's up, girl, talk everything, I miss you, I miss your hair, they smell so fine, I miss your eyes that shine like thousand sunsets, I miss your smile that can brighten every dark place in the world, I missed the sound of your voice, okay, almost there. Hi. Morning. How was your cold? What? I mean, you were sick and Hey. Let me try this again. So how have you been? Are you feeling better now? Yes, I am. Thanks for asking, even if it took a few more tries than necessary. Yeah. Well, anyway, you might want to see your teachers about the stuff you missed. You've been away for a while. The last time I saw you was... So, let's cut to the chase, shall we? I can't tell you anything, Mark. I know, but it's not because I don't trust you. It's because I ruined everything if I do. You know what I mean? It wasn't a question this time. I know it's selfish, but listen to me for once. Mark, you said you know how I feel, right? Then listen. Listen to me closely, baby. You're not alone, but you're acting like you are. That's not my business, I know. That's not what I was. But it's what you were thinking. Forget about being nice. Don't worry about hurting me. Just do what you want, okay? Just stop thinking and do what you want. You're right. You're right, aren't you? I'll be fine, or at least I think I will. It's alright, you can take time to think or whatever it is. Meet me after school, alright? What? You're not busy, are you? No, I'm not, but... Then it's settled. Meet me after school and I'll tell you everything. Are you sure? She nods, despite her vaguely trembling arms. Okay, we have a date. Indeed. And I nod while realizing conclusively that there's no turning back now. Memories are fickle. They're not there when you need them, and they're there when you wish they weren't. Damn, it's cold. Leaning against the school's hard brick wall as the rest of the students leave for the holidays, I wonder absently about these past 2 weeks. The shadows of the bare trees against the snow tick. You're not busy. There's nothing to do with this, I realize that now. She may have been a trigger, but this was set in motion long ago. But I shouldn't complain if this is how the story has to end. Then... Oh, it's Lucas, damn. Yeah, it's me. I thought you were busy this evening. I am. It's just told them that I'll be half hour late. Oh. So why are you here? I need to tie up a loose end. Is this about what you said yesterday? No. Well, it's related in a sense, but this time it's about you. It's about me. I'm here to warn you. You already knew that, didn't you? Part of me did. That's the part with a natural intuition, then. I've known you for a while now, we're friends. There are a lot of things that go without saying, but there are an equal number of things that need to be said. What are you getting at? I'm saying that you might be making a mistake. Don't lie to yourself. I bite my lip. Oh. I don't know exactly what you're planning or how you're planning to do it, but if you make an important decision, I'm obligated to make sure you do it properly. I hate to break it to you, but you're no more capable than I am. I know that. But there's another thing that I know. You've convinced yourself to not take the initiative. And I'm going to change that. You're going to change that at your own peril. Fine by me. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah. I don't care. Let's go. Go away. He turns around and leaves, but before he can get out of earshot. Thanks. I said a word just loud enough for him to hear it. And ignore what he said. You're late. I know. Oh, it starts snowing. I'm sorry, but I got caught up with one of my teachers, and it's alright, I was just kidding. I tried to smile. It's only been 10 minutes, relax. But this'll cancel one of the favors I owe you, alright? Fine. She takes a deep breath and slowly exhales. So you're the one who called me here after all. Alright. Shall we walk? Sure. And we walk, slowly, side by side, in this cloudly, snowy winter winter place, schooly. Anyway, it takes a while for me to notice that the flurries have already started to fall. It feels like magic, a heavy, condensed ball of bliss pulling my heart into my throat. She's the same as always, but something's different. Something in the way she brushes her hair from her eyes makes her look like she's shining. All those fragments of conversations over the past year, those jigsaw memories, they all come down to this. One single walk on one single day on a snowy winter afternoon. But the silly thing with life is that every anticlimax feels like a climax when you're the hero. Hi, you remember when we first met, right? The science project. Without a moment's hesitation. Yeah, but I was thinking of what happened after that. With the sky. Yeah, I remember. I dreamed about it this morning. Funny, I haven't thought about that day in ages. Of course, I have more of a reason to remember than you do. It's been so long, hasn't it? You used to be so shy back then. I could say the same to you. Yeah, I'd rather not think about it. It doesn't matter, we get along either way. I guess so, huh? The snow crunches beneath our feet. If you could go back, would you do it all over? Redo our first year? This year, last year, everything that happened before that. Do you think this would be any easier if you could just go back? Maybe. Even so, there's something poetic about the way things fall into place, even if it's a mess. Like an abstract painting, you know. Beautiful chaos. Lillian and I arrive at a small park in a secluded corner of the suburbs. It's a nice place, isn't it? I never knew we had a park here. It's always been here. I used to come here when I was younger. Ah, there are the swing. That's fine. Brushing the snow off the surface, takes a seat on the swing and collapses onto the chains. This area was a lot more populated back then, but for some reason was always quiet on Friday evenings. I used to go after school. After school on Friday, wouldn't be place be filled with kids then? I take a seat beside her. You think so, right? But they all used to go to the bigger park down the block. That's why I like this place. It was quiet. Quiet and only as you, Lillian, huh? It was important. Yeah, I didn't have much else to do through most of junior high after all. You've changed so much. You think? I know I'm more confident now, but no, really, you have. Remember the time we went walking behind the school? We were scared that we'd get lost. I think I might still be scared if you were leading us. Touché. There's something sad about our laughter. The calm before the storm. Still, it was different back then. We had to prod you out of the bus stop to even come with us. I remember you promised that we'd find something exciting. I might have conveniently forgotten about that. Did we end up finding anything? Of course. I don't remember taking anything home. It wasn't something you could take home. Oh, it's a metaphorical, huh? Lillian, there's something I need to tell you. You made up your mind? 3 years ago, I swore I will never do this again. But maybe the answer has been in front for me all along. This whole drama has been for something, I know it. My memories of the Sepia stained world surge forth, and Ooh, confess, don't confess? What we have to confess? That we love her? Can I save? No, I want to see that don't confess. Let's confess. I'm sure. It took me a year to realize it, but I fell for you when we met on that autumn day. Oh, there you go, we spread out these feelings. I hear a pin drop somewhere in the distance. I close my eyes. You? It's just like before. You're just like last time. Just like last time. I'll never change, but... No, look at her smile. Thank you, Mark. But this time there's no room for regret. I'm sorry. I should be apologizing. No, Thank you. What? I said thank you. Achievement complete, confess all the heart. She climbs off the swing and dusts the snow off her lap. Remember the thing I wanted to tell you? The thing I was worried about? That I thought I could never admit? Turns out it was pretty simple. I just tried to make it complicated. But seeing you like this, Mark, I think you gave me the courage I needed. What? The words are gone, all gone. I'm sorry. Her eyes glistened as she claps her hands around mine. Her warmth seeps through them as years' worth of memories slip away. You like him, don't you? I do. I'm not sure when I first realized it, but I really, really do. Good. Then go. I reach into my pocket and... Oh, the bookmark. I reached into my pocket and I jammed the bookmark into her hand. He's kept it all this time, you know. It means a lot to him, so by the time he gets home and looks over his stuff, he probably realizes I swiped it. Before that happens, go give it back. Thanks. I'll make it count. One by one, her footprints take her away. One more thing. Karaoke New Year's Eve. You in? It's a deal. The silhouette that I fell in love with fades into the whiteness. My memory dies with every step she takes, buried in snow. I arrive home in a daze only to notice a letter sticking out of the mailbox. Strange. I reach out for it and my heart stops. No post-date, stamp, no name, no return address. Only to Mark, handwritten in clean cursive. A sheet of paper falls out. Dear Mark, I'm sorry to have to inform you like this, but I realized something today that I should have realized long ago. I made a mistake, a huge mistake, a mistake that will hurt both of us. Before this can happen, I'd like to see you on the 24th of December at 9 a.m. in the place where we first met. You may decline if you would like, but if possible, I would like to see you again. Just once. Just one more time will be enough. Once more before the end. There's a final line written on the back. P.S. I return the ribbon to you at the end of the day. I know how much it means to you. Oh, Myra! There was nothing I could do. I stood alone on the doorstep with cruel, frigid wind at my back, reading and rereading the letter until I wanted to cry. Final day, Sepia tears. Okay. Now we are on the final day of Sepia tears. Should I close that video now or do we continue? I don't know how long I record. I don't know. Is it 15-20 minutes, I guess? Okay, anyway. I close this episode because we're near on the final day. It's Saturday. No, it's Sunday. Final day. The Sepia tears. Oh, so we confess our love to Lillian, but Lillian still loves another one. Oh, that is hard. Or don't we? Or do I mispronounce something? Or in my own vision? Or in my own wish that I wished that we fell in love with Lillian and she gets the same feeling for us, that what we want is what she wants, so we both can be together. But anyway, she likes Lucas, this son of a bitch, because by Lucas was the bookmark. Oh, the lucky bastard. But we have now a day with Myra on the final day of Sepia Tears. Thank you all for watching. So long and good night.